What up? How's it going, y'all? Time to get back into it. Time to do some hunting. Time to get these shinies. Time to find one of them. We got both of them on deck. We got Xerneas. We got Landorus. We're over odds on Landorus, and we are nearing over odds since we last got a Pokemon that shined. We are at, let's see, 942 checks. So we will not get to odds today for like an over odds since the last shiny, but we will get pretty close. What's going on, Ricky? What's up, Cheese? What's up, Archer? Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Hope you guys are having a great start to your Monday, the September 9th. We get to see the New York Jets play this evening. What's up, Eric? What's up, Clocky? Glad to have both y'all here. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you're doing it. Hope you're doing the things. Hope you're doing the things that have to get done by you when you do them. We got a question of the day pinned. I'm interested to see what some of you have to say as to which non-starter, non-box art, non-legendary Pokemon do you think would define each generation, Gen 1 through 9? Now, it's not one for all generations, right? It's just like, what do you think defines each individual generation? So, like, for Gen 1, it obviously can't be a Blastoise or a Charizard or a Venusaur or a Pikachu. But, like, to me, I think you could make an argument for Gen 1 that something like Meowth could be one of the things that kind of defines that generation. Or even an Eevee, I think, as well. Eevee's a Let's Go Eevee, so it can't be an Eevee. So, like, what do you think? What do you think, like, looking at all of those things would define each generation, Gens 1 through 9? I was thinking about that last night as I was falling asleep. What's up, Go Looper? How we doing, buddy? But I don't know. I don't know where we would look at it and say like, oh, that's it. That's the answer right there. I'm doing all right, Go Looper. A little tired. Poliwhirl, the Polys for Gen 1, I could see that. Gen 2 Togepi, could also see that. I was going to say Gen 2 could also be... Gen 2 also makes you think of Wobbuffet. But I think Togepi's first gen Eevee can't be Eevee. Eevee's a box art Pokemon, so we got to take her away. What's up, Mr. Wolf? How's life going, buddy? But yeah, I don't know. Kind of an interesting thought. An interesting thing to challenge your brain with. You know what I mean? Little brain buster this Monday morn. It is a hard question. It definitely comes with some strings attached, you know? Hey, what's up, Razzie? How you doing, man? It's going. It's good. It's good. You want things that go to go. If things aren't going, then what are they even doing? What's even the point? We have so many shiny Pokemon. We have 3 left. Meryl is Peekaboo, so Meryl for Gen 2. Yeah, I think I agree with that one quite a bit. First Gen Psyduck. Psyduck's one that I could definitely see an argument for. I think... let's see, what else? What else could we argue? I think you could argue for Gen 3... Zigzagoon, that's a pretty good one. Looking forward to a brand new week. This weekend with the heat, triple digits all last week. The earthquakes back-to-back Saturday morning. I'm looking forward to a positive week. Dang, dude, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot. Ralts, but I can't think of a counterpart. Gen 4 Bidoof. I would say that's a pretty good one. All very early. C-Dot or Lotad, Gen 3. Gibble, Gen 4. I think, like, eventually when you get to, like, Kalos... I mean, you could start looking at some starters. There's a lot of starters that are not on the boxes. Like, obviously, Gen 2. Gotta be careful because then we're just picking pseudo legends. It's true. But I think you could also pick some starter. Oh, wait. Non-starters. Never mind. Ignore me. Sorry. I just kept thinking about like Ash and Ash's Greninja. Like that was such a big part of it, but that's a starter. So outside of starters, it gets tough. Mimikyu Gen 7. Yeah, I think any of the like totem Pokemon would be pretty reasonable. Rockruff. Stoutland is 5. You both jumped into Stoutland pretty good. That didn't take long. That seems pretty cut and dry. Oh. Well, he corrected it at the same time that you corrected him. You guys are basically correctional officers at this point in time. Let's see. I don't know what else. Poliwhirl Gen 1. We've kind of had Jesus said that before. So I think two votes for Poliwhirl is pretty good. Saturday got hit twice, 3.9 and 3.9. I was upstairs, shook like crazy. It's different when it hits where you live exactly. I hope we never get a big one. Obviously, gotta love Cali, dude. That's wild. So it actually was in like your town. Gumi for 6, Gen 1 Ponyta. Ponyta's all right. Miltank for Gen 2. I like Miltank. Miltank's a good point. Nido and Ghastly because of the animation. That's fair. I like Miltank though. Everyone's lives got ruined at least once by Miltank. Anybody who's like, Whitney's Miltank isn't even that big of a deal. Yeah, the second time. That's wild, man. Eric, that's super cool. Yeah, dang Maltink. Come on, Maltink. What's up, Kem? Duskull Gen 3. Pretty good. Miltank was hard. Gengar for Gen 1. I mean, Gengar for Gen 1 is pretty iconic. Jeez. The Ghost guy's just picking Ghost. He is diving headfirst into all the ghosties. This is the longest I think you've had that profile, a profile picture, Razzie. I don't think you've ever had a profile picture this long. Oh yeah, that stupid one. The stupid face. That stupid face. Oh man, that thing was the worst. Astro Ball is a fun game. Didn't get to play much of it, but if you got a PS5, get it. Okay, I saw a couple things about it. I've been super hooked on Quidditch Champions, and I wish I had people that would play Quidditch Champions with me, because all I want to do is have like a squad of 3 that we can actually be on voice chat and actually communicate with what we need, because I feel like if you have a team of 3 that you're communicating what you need, you would do way better than just like a bunch of randos. But I don't have a PS5, but I've heard Astrobot's really good. I've heard really good things about it. A lot of my time has been dedicated to, well, 3 things. I've been doing lots of shiny hunting behind the scenes, which is actually a lot of fun. I went through this lull where I wasn't enjoying it as much. Not this, like this I always enjoy, but just like shiny hunting off stream, I'm like, it is what it did. You know, it do what it do, basically. But I've been getting back into that quite a bit. What in the heck is that? What the heck is even that? Go to channel. I know it's me. No, it's not me. Okay, good. That's terrible. I thought that was me. Oh, it's my favorite shiny. My favorite shiny is Ludicolo or Rayquaza. One of those 2. They're both very good. Do you guys see my Psyduck soda? I don't like this placement of it. I don't know where to put it. I don't know where to put my Psyduck and my Fennekin sodas. It's Zayn Malik being revealed as a shadow duelist. That's that is not. Did he eat Zayn Malik? That is not him. God, he might have to start waking up the neighbors a little bit more. There is no way. There's no way. His bedroom is not a war zone anymore. It's just a freaking Uber Eats hotspot destination. There is no way. Holy crap. That is wild. I think I do. Clocky, I think I do. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh, that's wild. Trying to get my brother play with for Munchlax and Ogros, and much fun and obviously easier getting to play with people you know. Yeah, exactly. Because when you can actually talk about like strategy and that sort of thing. Hi, Carly. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Maybe he needs a little less Yu-Gi-Oh and a little more cardio, because that is insane, dude. Obviously it's 2024 and I would never body shame anybody, but come on, man, you got millions. Wow. Wow. Ah, man. If I was him, I wouldn't be worried about the night changes. I'd be worried about a couple other Xurkitree changes, you know what I mean? My God, story of my life. Look at this guy. It's true. I'm used to seeing cartoon you or an actual pic. What have I missed? Okay, so I said Razzie hasn't changed his profile picture in quite some time. Razzie then changes his profile picture to a guy who I thought was just a screenshot of me. Turns out it's not a screenshot of me. Turns out it is Zayn Malik from One Direction, or Malik. I don't know how to say it. From former One Direction, now solo artist, solo sensation. And then I went to his profile picture and he said, that's who it is. And I said, there's no way. And then he said, yes. And I said, well, did he eat Zayn Malik? And because he's big, because he's a largeon, because he has gained a lot of weight. And maybe it's the beard. It could be the beard, because he has a good jawline. That's probably what it is. He's probably got the nice jawline. And when he has a beard like that, it rounds out his face, because it should. Maybe he's just getting yoked. Maybe he's just getting yoked like Tom Hardy. You know Tom Hardy? It's got to be the beard. Yeah, it's got to be. Because like Tom Hardy, he's not like a huge dude, and then he got absolutely yoked for Bane. And then he de-yoked, so maybe he's getting yoked for Shadow Duelist. I don't know. I don't perceive to know these things. I'm gonna go beard now. You should do it. For the record, he does not look anything like you. Not a single thing. No similarities at all. I can actually go through all the things that we don't have in common if you'd like. Number one, I'd never leave my best friends behind. Zayn Malik couldn't be here tonight, but in like 10 days, he'll be able to come in all the time. 10 days from now, he'll be here. Tom Hardy, you're thinking of Tom Cruise. He went on a cruise. Katie Holmes. Ten more days, exactly. That's good. He's just on a quick stream. He's on a stream break, but he'll be back. He'll be back. Zayn Malik is a huge shiny hunting fan, so he'll be here. Y'all, I made a post on LinkedIn this weekend that blew up. How about that? I'm LinkedIn viral. Pretty cool, huh? Rhymes with... Yeah. Let's talk about my LinkedIn viral status. How's everybody feel about me being basically a giant douche? What ranch made you go viral? Okay. I'm going to tell you a couple, 2 or 3 things. How does someone go viral on LinkedIn? I tell you what, man. LinkedIn is full of people who think that they're smart, and then there's a bunch of dumb people who also think that person's smart, and then their post goes crazy. But basically, someone has sent me 40 messages trying to demo their software in the last week. No, that's a lie. It's not the last week. It's like the last year and some change. And so I put a screenshot of all the DMs and then put them and tag them in the comments. And then turns out a lot of other people have also suffered from this. And now it's turning into this rabbit hole where this might not even be a real person, but just like an AI. Yeah, pretty wild. $85 degrees and it's 4:15 a.m. I guess I know how to dress for work today. Yeah, stay home in the air conditioning. No, Mr. Wolf, I did not. I didn't even know people were still saying that. I thought that that trend had passed. Dang, Allen Iverson, come on now. Like 6 views? I honestly don't even know how many views it's at. When I last checked, it was at like 56,000. Viral, Chem. I'm viral. We're talking about practice. I would go viral on LinkedIn for that, a place full of working adults. Literally, my post just says, can you please stop emailing me? I'm just a Pokemon streamer. I don't care about this. And then I had like 8 people get into my DMs and ask for my channel. And then I had one person even ask how to get started streaming Pokemon content. I'm like, yeah, dude, why don't you just come to me and ask how to be my competition? No, I'm just kidding. Told to help them. That's cool. Now, Clocky, I'm still struggling to understand if that says Mad M feel neat, Mad me feel neat, or made me feel neat. I think it's the third one, but perhaps you just had really bad grammar there. Madame. Madame. I haven't even looked at the fantasy scores. I know Cheese is guaranteed dub. I know Carly is on her way. Real high likelihood. I think I'm down to Christian McCaffrey and Greg Zerline to win that one. So CCAF has to... I think they have to get like 20 points between them, though, which is not ideal. Because I think CCAF's going to get a little less work. My bench outscored my starters, pretty much. I could have played all my bench and would have won. Can I get some advice on how to be a PokeTuber? I love your work. I think the last thing you need is my advice. I'm in TikTok and of my family guessing what gender my niece is going to be, and it somehow hit 2 million views. Well, time to find that so I can find who you are and then draw mustaches on you. Unless you have a mustache, in which case I will use magic eraser to remove it. Just saw the cops drive by. Were they like lights on or were they just driving by? There's one that calls cause for concern. There's one that's just a patrol. Need Purdy to hit his projected or Boom to win, but it's going to be close. I like it. In 8-team leagues, you're always going to have bench players that outscore starters because with 8 teams, the chances of people having a much better squad in general, like your draft is going to be infinitely better. There's far less people taking players. It's very, very likely that you are going to have significantly better bench players pretty much most weeks you can expect. I just think Lincoln Park is back. Yeah, I did. She's pretty talented, but she's not... It's not a replacement. It's got to be looked at as like a new chapter because like I watched her sing Chester songs and she just can't do it. I mean, no one really can do it though. It's not just her. Like she's super talented. She's got a really full voice, but yeah, it's just a new era of their music. It can't really be viewed as like the same. She's also Tom Cruise crazy, really. Feels like a cover band. Well, that's exactly it. Like, the new stuff will be good because it's a totally different era of stuff we haven't heard before. But it's like you've heard Linkin Park with Chester so long It's kind of like what Blink-182 did. Now, given Matt Skiba is arguably a better singer than Tom DeLonge, he's not a better frontman for Blink-182 than Tom DeLonge was. So it was kind of an interesting thing. I thought California was good. I thought 9 was terrible. People did some digging and they found aliens. Man, it would be terrible to exist in this day and age. What's up, Slavko? How's it going? Isn't Tom Cruise considered an alien? I don't think so. I think he's just considered a good dude. I think Tom Cruise is generally liked, right? Aliens exist. Hey, Mom, what's my favorite food? Burgers, cheeseburgers, smash burgers particularly, but just like a good cheeseburger can't be beaten by any other food in the world. There is no more perfect food. I did the thing? What's the thing? I don't even know what the thing is. You give me an idea to make it, you should do it. Pizza isn't the perfect food. Nah, pizza, I mean, pizza's good. It's not my favorite food. It's definitely up there. Do I like noodles? I do. What's up, Ivo? How's it going? Pizza's good. Just going with that Tom Cruise is considered an alien. All right, good. I like to also go with things with zero conclusive evidence, just saying things. Zayn Malik is skinny. See, I can do it too. What do you like to put in noodles? Bolognese sauce and Parmesan cheese. Can't believe it took overtime for the Lions to win. Yeah, I'm just mad about Papakua blowing his knee out. We'll see what that is. Is it true that everyone in Canada gets it with Canadian bacon? No. Most people don't. I do, because I like Hawaiian pizza. You have a correct opinion. See, I can do it too. See, we all can do it. We all have the ability to make baseless claims. Thanks for that, Carly. That was funny. I'll drop your link because of how funny that was. Put cheese and sour cream. Nice. That's like a stroganoff. Sam Laporte underperformed like a real performer. Hey, that's what they're gonna do. You know who else underperformed? Caleb frickin' Williams. Caleb frickin' Williams underperformed like an underperformer would underperform. Freaking what? Like 70 yards? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. He had 70 yards going to the fourth quarter. At least he didn't freaking break his ankle, break his kneecap. At least he wasn't a freaking injured loser in 5 seconds left of a game where you have, 17 left to play? Idiot. Yeah, Slavko, I did. I even saw it in, like, non-capital letters, too. I saw it just in regular text. Baker's available on waivers. Gotta log into ESPN. It's really hard to be nice to you sometimes. I agree, like, and that's like how I feel about myself. So I can't even imagine what you feel. Wait, I don't know. AR is in Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. What's Family Gut? Oh, it's a good show. It's a good show where it seems today that all you see is violence in movies. Alan Richardson. Oh. Actually, don't have $5. You should try it. $5 is really cool. I'm going to cook my noodles and watch Family Guy and then some studying. Yeah. Is it clouds in Canada? I mean, it's cloudy today. Yeah. It's cloudy here sometimes. It's always cloudy in Canada. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes it's all right. Eric, come on, man. We got context clues. That's all we need are the clues of context. I had a dream last night that I was streaming in a hotel room and I had a random person come in and donate $334 US and 16 memberships. I woke up and I'm like, man, that would be cool, but I don't know what that number was or why. And then Mrs. Shiny was just like, do you do that every day? And I was like, no, I don't. She's like, because if you did that every day, we wouldn't have to work. And I was like, yeah, thanks. Does your brain make it more specific to make it more believable? I don't know. It must have. I don't know. It must have. Must have done something like that. Does your brain make it more specific? Oh, I already read that. Oops, stupid brain. Use that to play the lotto. Do I have to cook tonight? Yeah, I do. I wonder what's on the meal plan. I don't remember what we have, but I have to. Oh, we gotta cook tonight. I had jerk chicken last night. Super good. But I'm mad at myself because I only used 1 Scotch bonnet pepper for the sauce, and it definitely needed 2 Scotch bonnet peppers because it's like got a nice gentle heat, but it needs to have a more heaty heat. And I'm kind of mad about it. I know. I used to use habaneros, which I find are hotter, but it's not like traditional jerk chicken because one time Chem Nation yelled at me for using habaneros. And then I was like, okay, but 1 habanero I think is enough. I feel like the heat lingers longer than a Scotch bonnet. We had frozen pizza cooked because we were lazy. Well, I would hope that you cooked it. I think we have chicken of some sort on the meal plan tonight. I think it's a stuffed jalapeno popper chicken. If Chem yells at you, you just got to ignore it. It's just Chem. Nah, man. When Chem argues with you, it hurts to your core. And there's several people who should know because Chem argues with them literally every day. Feel the need to specify. I think that's nice. That's a nice thing to do. Whoa! Crystal, the baby's almost born.
9 months hype.
Our freaking stream member baby is almost alive. Babies are really there for like 10 weeks or 10 months, right? Isn't it 40 weeks? It's a long time. I don't know why people say 9 months. One of my favorite coworkers comes back today from maternity leave, and I'm just really excited because then we can start to talk smack about people again. Because I've been smack talkless. I'm very happy she's on her way back. Because me, her, and Jess have a group chat where we just talk smack, and it just makes work so much better. It's very exciting. 40. That's just such a long time. Elephants are pregnant for like 2 years. They are a parent now, different priorities. Yeah, but they're like, you get a year maternity leave here because Canada's crazy. So basically the kid's already in daycare, already walking. It's fine. Is everyone remote? Yeah, 100%. 100% remote. Want to pick my starting word today? No. No. You just play it, and I'll play it, and we'll see what happens. America's capitalist hellscape? Get out of here. Get out of here. Your company didn't get you pregnant. Did you get a new background? No. Same background. Company didn't get you pregnant. Actually, I got to adjust it a little bit. Come here, bad boy. There we go. Yeah, Crystal, my brain's not there today. I can't functionally think of a 5-letter word. I start work at 30 minutes, factoring time. I need to drive there and clock in, unpack the greatest lunch of all time, cup of noodles. Pretty good lunch. Dude, if you are at Costco, why would you not just get Costco food every day? Like, that's what I would do. It's got to be free, right? Or discounted. Freaking quarter water bottles. That's what's up. Why does the government want me to have children but not want me to take care of them? It's almost like they just want bodies to fill. Oh, no. Long time, like maternity. Oh, you don't work at the store. Gotcha. Long-term maternity leaves is such a socialist freaking concept. It's silly. It's silly. You don't think that when you have a kid? I most certainly will. I most certainly will not change my perspective on that. Oh, just they had Ticket to Ride Europe special edition. Apparently, it's like all of Europe. Really? Well, that's cool. Ticket to Ride Europe is pretty good, but it's kind of like a generalized map, but still good. Because your wife will get a whole year. I'll complain about it. I'll complain about it when I get my 12 weeks or whatever. It's stupid. I'm gonna go back after like 4. I'm gonna go back after like 2. What's up, Emerald? How's it going? You get 12 weeks? Yeah, something like that. I think something like that. I don't remember exactly. Something in that range. It's stupid. I will only take like 4 of them. Because then, like, you go down to like 60%. Well, that was the same until Martha came along. No, I still feel the same. I won't change. I won't change. Your company didn't get you pregnant. And if you look at who's one of the greatest and highest GDP producing companies or countries in the entire world, it's the United States of America. Maybe it's because we go back to work. You know, we do the thing. We do the thing that people have done since the beginning of time, and we get along just fine. We do it just fine. We just make it through. We just go. We just go. We just go. For a long time, you know what? Women weren't even working. Not a big deal. And then all y'all decide you want to go to work. And then you complain about how much time you get off. Well, guess what? There used to be a time where you didn't go to work. You just stayed home. Swear. You guys act like work-life balance. You act like these companies don't exist in the States. Like everything's like, oh, I got to go to the factory. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Do you know how many software companies exist in the United States that give you like unlimited PTO and give you 12 weeks maternity leave and paternity leave? So many. An insane amount. An insane amount of companies. Stop looking at crappy companies. It's that easy. You are the problem. Stu works from home. I do. I work from home in Canada because I chose to do that. Look at that. Can you claim America? I can. I can claim the whole country. I mean, when I have to give birth on a production line, yeah, exactly. That's your problem. Get off the production line. Go work in like the stables. Defected. I defecated. And why did you choose that? Why leave the great country of America? Because men do crazy things for love, is what it is. If I could, if the stars aligned, and Mrs. Shiny said, I want to live in the States, I would pack my stuff tomorrow. Canada is significantly worse than the United States of America. Significantly. Not significantly, but it is worse. Definitely worse. Canada has you delusional. No, Canada has me very, very, very clear. Grass is not greener. No, it's legal though. Countrywide, even. Countrywide is somewhat a bit. You are aware that not everyone can get out of circumstances they in and apply for these amazing jobs? That just sounds like an excuse. Just sounds like an excuse. Yeah, but federally here, Clocky. Federally. Not states, federal. That's amazing. It's unreal. It's crazy. It's something. Carly, have you ever seen The Pursuit of Happiness? That was a dude. He figured it out. And if Will Smith portraying a person can figure it out, why not everyone? You know what I mean? Why not? The Indian reservation, it's native reservation. I can't believe you just made me read that. I'm going to get canceled because of you. Cancellation coming because of cheese and no other reason today. I speak like a person who has literally never listened to anyone else's point of view. That's a dumb statement. I'm not going to listen to that. That's insane. Doing the bacon, eggs, and toast today? Nice, dude. You guys are funny. You should probably stop doing that, Eric. It seems silly. Seems like that could mess with YouTube's preferential treatment. Who knows? Who knows what YouTube does? Kind of fun. Try it one day. Probably do it today. Yeah, it is a lot of work for an actual no gain. That's not like a no work, no gain joke. That's like literally a horizontal move. Crystal, how'd it go? How did we do today? That's true. Cheese, it's a good point. It's very, very good. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. I appreciate that. Well, that one I can say, cheese. Two today. Oh, I don't have to worry at all. I've made peace with my demons. You don't have to worry about me anymore. I made right with my God. Well, after today, I probably got to do it again. But for the most part. What's up, Ash? Catch up. How we doing, buddy? Good to see you. I love Carly's freaking tiptoe. Wait, so this is like somewhat of a bit, right? Like, you know that. I was like a kid creeping downstairs to take a cookie at like 2 a.m. Or I guess in Carly's case, getting a cookie before going to bed. What's up? What's up with it? Anybody want to play Quidditch today? Anybody? Quidditch champions? Anybody? Anybody want to hop on a broomstick? When? I don't know, man. I work from home. I can play Quidditch whenever. I work from home in Canada. Are you talking? What are you kidding? No one works here. Nobody does things here. They just sort of exist until the government gives them money. Like, we can play literally whenever. Just send me a message and say, let's play Quidditch. And I'll say, okay, great, let's play. Hey, what's up, X0? Is a friend being highly triggered? Oh, I'm actually sorry that happened, if that's the case. Yes, it was 99% nonsense. I do think a year maternity leave is too long. I stand by that statement. That's an insane amount of time. I think from a professional standpoint, a year is a long time to take off work and expect to come back and have everything just be hunky-dory. I think that's wild. I think they deserve more than what they get in the US by a lot, but I think a year is absurd. And luckily, you don't have to take a year. That's just what like the maximum is, and you go down to like 60% of your pay. So most people take it, but I think that like a lot of people also don't. I know someone who came back after 16 or 20 weeks, which I think that's pretty reasonable. I think that's pretty reasonable. And then you can split it with your partner too. You can split that year up a little bit more. So like your husband or wife can get extra time, which I think is really cool. So it's a generous policy. And I think generosity when it comes to those things is nice for the people who want to take that generosity and utilize it. But I think it's also really good that, is it 18 months? Okay, it's 18 months. Yeah, but there's a stipulation with the 18 months, right? At 12, I think your pay drops down to 40% as opposed to 60, or maybe it drops even lower than 40. I'm pretty sure that there's a stipulation if you extend to 18 months. Here's something I find ridiculous. One of my friends gave birth to twins, and she did not get any additional maternity leave, which I think is crazy. I think that just because you have two kids at once does not mean that you should get the same thing. Less pay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So no, I mean, it's a good policy. And what's nice about it is that people who have that policy get to choose whether or not they want to utilize it, right? There's going to be people out there who have the same mindset. I got to go back to work. I want to go back to work. Maybe their career is a very important thing to them and taking a year off is way too much. Or maybe they run their own business. They own their own business and taking a year off is way too much. Like there's definitely situations where people don't utilize it, but for those that need it and for those that want it, it is very generous. I do also stand by the fact that Canada is a worse country than the United States, but it's not by that much. They're very similar, but it is at its core. It's more expensive to live here. It's a slower life. Things aren't as readily available. I think that people are just in general a little bit more like complacent here, where in the US there's more of like that colloquial rat race that exists. But I think that also moves people forward and allows for a lot more success. And then as a result, allows for cheaper things. People are probably happier in Canada, but they still complain a lot, which is wild. Wow, it's really interesting. And I also believe that moving to a different country doesn't mean that you love your home country any less. It just means sometimes you want to get new perspective. Wacko from Fire Festival's trying to do it again. Yeah, I knew that. He's been doing that for like a year. It's not really breaking news. I'm pretty sure that info came out like a long time ago. Unless it's like really, really happening now, in which case that's wild. But I know that there were plans to do it again. He's on the Today Show promoting it. That's pretty cool. Dude, it'd probably be awesome. It would probably be awesome. All the publicity that he got, I'm sure he's going to get sponsors like crazy. I would. I'm going to go halfsies on getting scammed. Dude, I'll go fullsies. There's no chance that he can do that twice. Zero chance. All right, well, thanks for the lurks, buddy. Healthcare's cheaper in Canada. Yeah, but it's worse. Like it's such a two-part argument. Yes, the healthcare in Canada is cheaper because it's quote unquote free. But in the United States, as long as you are a working individual who chose a company that has good healthcare benefits, your care and quality in the United States is going to be substantially better. And not like you hear so much of these horror stories of like these people who go in debt, and they definitely do exist. I'm not denying that they exist, but they're horror stories. The same way that you hear horror stories of people who go to Canada emergency rooms and they wait for 24 hours in the emergency room and they die there. If that's not the case for everybody. That's not the case for everybody. I'm not saying I would never say that, but I'm saying it's not the end all be all. That's the problem that I have. Climb to a job cannon and shoot off into jobland where jobs go on jobbies. No, I'm not saying that. It's not like you look at this. It's the same way you look at Canada healthcare and say across the board it's cheaper. Okay, maybe. It's the same way if you look at the United States, you say across the board it's it's not as it's not that you have this horrible pay to win healthcare system. If you find a job that has good healthcare, that is not the case at all. You just live a better life. It's just significantly better. That's just the reality of it. Like I'm not skirting away from the reality. That's just how it is. Like when I was still living in the US and under my parents' healthcare plan, it was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. I could go and I could see a doctor. I could get an MRI, an X-ray, anything that I needed within the same day. And if something major needed to happen, I could get surgery booked within a week. Like that's how crazy the healthcare is in the United States. And it cost my parents nothing, right? Initial deductible, maybe a couple $100, maybe, and that's it. So yeah, it depends. It depends on the situation. Obviously there's improvements on both sides. Healthcare better for 90% of people living in Canada. Maybe, but maybe not. Mimikyu's pretty cool. As someone who's experienced both sides, I would rather have US healthcare. I'd rather plan and pay for US healthcare than have Canadian healthcare. To sit for 8 hours in an emergency room to get a shot, well, that's insane. That's nuts. That's nuts. And like the fact that Canadians want to move to the States, Canadian doctors want to go work in the United States of America. And the US doesn't really need doctors. It's pretty wild. Pretty Oscar Wilde. $1,200 without a shiny. We're at $1,500 on Landorus. Cerulege's pretty good, but I don't know. I feel like Cloth or what's the stupid pig? I always remember Oinkalone, but I can never remember the name of the actual Hamlet. What's the pig's name? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lechonk. That's it. Spoink Lechonk. Yeah, going to an ER for non-emergency will make your wait long. Not in the States. And I would say rabies is an emergency chem. 3 people die of it every year. False. 4 people. Pigatito. Yeah, I like Hamlet. They should have named it Hamlet. All I'm saying is, I could have been rabid. That's false. It's just false. It's just not true. It's just not true. Good. Yeah, I could have been rabid, dude. It could have happened. I could have been foaming. Could have been afraid of water. Could have been scared of Zayn Malik as the Shadow Duelist. What a Dynamax Pokemon for Gen 8? Alchemy, maybe? Dynamax Snorlax? Snorlax is pretty good. Have you guys gotten any Dynamax Pokemon in Pogo? Can you get a Gigantamax? I wonder if you'll be able to get Gigantamax Snorlax in Pokemon Go. Oh, crap. I didn't do a Nightbot giveaway. Oops. We should probably get on that. Nightbot giveaway is active now. Since I didn't do it, we'll do a key. Let's do a keyword. We'll just do trivia. Just type the single word trivia, and then it'll give you a potential for a point. It's hard to find those Dynamax spot thingies. Like the ones with the max stuff, dude, they are everywhere. I have them. I didn't even know how they worked. I didn't realize that they popped up at places that weren't Pokestops. Like they just pop up. That's pretty crazy. I had no idea how that all worked. But like there's spots that are not Pokestops or gyms that are getting these things. Ones I see are like private properties. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jess? How's it going? Not that I care anything. No, why would you? It'd be silly. Be foolish. It's like Elvis said. Wise men say only fools Russian. I cannot believe that there's not a shiny Pokemon on my screen yet. Spooky, scary Skelligess. Dude, it's wild how many shinies we found on Fridays. Just adding anybody in that chat. Even if you didn't say trivia, I'll just add everybody in. It'll be good. It's that Rebecca. On what day? It's Friday. That day. Rebecca's so good. See, like Rebecca, I understand. This Chapel Roan, I still don't understand. I tried all weekend. I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to this Chapel Roan. I'm going to figure it out. I'm still lost, man. Still lost. Thank you, whoever just subscribed. Appreciate you. I'm still don't get it. And maybe it's not for me, which is ignorant, like to not make music for me. But maybe it's not for me. Is her music good, Rebecca Black? No, it's not. What's up, Matt? How is card organizing? No, Larone? No. I mean, she's got like some power behind her voice, and she can hit her music live, like the notes live that she recorded in the studio, which I think is really good. I think that when an artist records something and can't perform that same thing live, they're kind of the worst. So she's got that going for her, but I just don't get her music. I don't understand. It doesn't speak to me. None of it is like, I don't listen to it and I'm like, oh man, that's good. Want to do Nicholas on a Hill bingo? A gift to membership for whoever gets bingo first. I feel like I'm being very respectful. I feel like I'm being very respectful that it doesn't make you angry. No, it doesn't make me angry. I feel like I'm saying I gave it a chance this weekend. While I was cleaning the house yesterday, I was listening to Chapel Roan and I didn't get it. I feel like that's fair to say. I didn't say anything bad. I didn't say anything about how she looks. I didn't say anything about anything. I just said I don't get it. I feel like that's very good. I feel like that's improvement. I feel like that's growth. We'll take it up to 625 at 1525. Who is it? Chapel Roan? She's like a drag queen lady singer. If that, I don't know. It feels weird to reduce someone down to drag queen lady singer, but I think that's like kind of what she's made her whole like stage personality. What's up, Squalio? How's it going? Drag queen? Yeah. She's like a drag queen stage performer, singer. Drag queen artist. She's very heavy on the makeup. Yeah. So like Chapel Roan is like her drag personality, I think, is kind of what the research on the internet has led me to. Yeah. So my internet research did. So, but she's got a lot of power behind the voice, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I did my research. I wouldn't just call. I don't know anything about how drag works. I always thought it was just men, so I would have never said that unless I did my research. I did my digging. What keywords did you manipulate to achieve this knowledge? What is a chapel roan was actually the boomer level search that I had yesterday. What's up, Tyler? What's up, Stun Ferret? I'm curled up in bed because I vomited 3 times last night. Yikes. Sounds terrible. Sounds like a horrible way to say hello. All right, last check of the day before we move on to tomorrow. Full reset. Nothing. First rehearsal night. Nice. Got that dragon first again? I did. I sure did. Kyurem was fast. Kyurem was 8:57, something like that. Pretty quick. All right, let's see. Who's getting a trivia point today? Is it going to be Carly or Cheese? Let's find that out. It is going to be Crystal. It's not going to be Carly or Cheese. It's going to be Crystal. Not me, she says, right as she wins it. Look at you go. Look at that. Where's the trivia? Here's trivia. All right, here's what we got. I think Cheese is our definitive winner yet again. I got to change the trivia background. Oops. All right, let's see. Here's what we got for our trivia question. It's coming up, so if you are not fully live on the stream, make sure that you change it around and get to that point. Is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that efficient? Way more efficient than any other way to get legendaries, and it's not even close. All right, here we go. Trivia questions coming up. Thanks to new technology, the tree bearing this sweet or tart fruit can be completely harvested in 7 seconds. On average, there are 7,000 of these in one of those trees, which is enough for 28 pies. What is the fruit? I feel like it's a lot more than that. I feel like it's way more than 28 pies. It's cherries. It is cherries. There are 7,000 cherries in one cherry tree on average. And apparently that's 28 pies worth of cherries, which I just feel like that's like a lot of cherries. That's like a lot. Just feels like a lot of cherries. But maybe it isn't. I don't know. Do you use helicopters to harvest cherries? Maybe. That's a lot of cherries. Why am I paying so much for them? That's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously some of them have pits, so you gotta have like the deep pitting. How many cherries on average in a pie? See, this says 80 cherries per pie, and 28 times 80 is 2,240. So we're looking at nearly like 3 times that. That's 240 cherries per pie. No way. No way. 250 cherries per pie. That's crazy. That's preposterous. That's an absurd amount of cherries in a pie. There's no way there's 250 cherries in a can of cherry pie filling. I don't believe it for a hot second. I don't believe it for a hot second. All right, let's see. Crystal, I'm going to play, and then you got to tell me what your word was. Fresh. Okay. Evade. Okay. D-E-D-E-D-E-L. D-E-D-E, decoy. Okay. Debug. Okay. Debit. Okay. Another hill? No, that's not a hill. Okay, this is a hill though. That's not a hill. That's just simple math and me trying to figure out if that's even possible. Razzie, do you think there are 250 cherries in a pie? Right now, do you think looking at a pie, looking at a cherry that's that big and looking at a pie dish that's that big and a height of about that, do you think there are 250 cherries in a pie? You tell me that. You tell me right now that you think that that is correct. It's insane. It's an insane thing. Nice job, got it in one. Dude, your debits equaled your freaking credits, dude. I love it when my debits equal my credits. Crystal, what was your word? Razzy's like awesome at the Wordle. He's like super, super good at it. What about okay, well, macerated cherries, sure. Sure, I can see that. Can see that. Are we back? Cool, we're back. Screen's broken. I'm doing some cherry math right now. Okay. Cherry is equal to 8.2 grams on average. Divided by 8.2. Okay, so if we're looking at a pound of cherries per pie, on average, you need 55 cherries. If we're looking at 2 pounds of cherries per pie, you're looking at 110 cherries per pie. It's not right. There's no way. Debts. Your starting word was debts and the word was debit. Connections. Nothing like picking a random word that has 3 words in the right, or 3 letters, or 4 letters in the right spot. 4 letters. Big old pie is not your tiny wimpy pies? I guess so. Coach, flush, nonstop flight, solid platter, full house, glow, burn, straight, sampler, blossom, community tasting, consecutive blush. Community, full house, coach, and blossom. Sitcoms. Straight, nonstop, consecutive, and nope. Flight, sampler, tasting, platter, probably. Burn, glow, flush, and blush. Get red in the face. Straight, solid, consecutive, perfect, or straight, whatever, continuous. Great job. We're so smart. Give me a Pokemon. Give me a Pokemon. Charizard. No. It's in the mountain region, so it won't be a Psyduck either. Let's do Geodude. It's a gray Gen 1 in the mountain region. Rhyhorn? No, probably not Rhyhorn. I can see 250 cherries in a cobbler. I can't. Oh, that's not in the mountains. Also in the mountains, that's gray. Would it be Magnemite? I feel like Magnemite's in the mountains, and it's gray. No? Okay. Okay. Clefairy's not gray. Geodude. Already tried it. It's right here on the screen. I guess I can make that a little smaller so you guys can actually see it. I don't know why this does it. I feel like this one resizes all the time. And it makes no sense why it does, but I feel like it always does. What else? The man Pokemon. Mr. Mime. He's urban. Onyx. I guess it could be an Onyx. No. It's not a rock or ground. We're just stupid. Mankey. It's not really gray. Are they going to consider that gray? Nah. But it's a fighting type. Machop. It's definitely Machop. Stupid idiot. Stupid dumb. Stupid idiot. That took way too long. Stupid. Look at us guessing rock and ground 8 frickin' times. Stupid idiot. Make it. Come on. Make it harder. Make it a challenge here. Make it a challenge. Give me something. How'd you do on connections? Perfect. Crushed it. Crushed it. Attack it, launch its horns in quick volleys. Its innards have never been seen. Horns in quick volleys. Machop is definitely the furthest thing from blue. Nice job. What's got a strong hand? Golem? Is that Golem? Does Golem have a strong hand? Oh my god, Golem does have a strong hand. Razzie, you were on it today, dude. You're friggin' on it. You're speed demon. All right, see you guys. Ah.